All right. Hey, everybody. This is the Prince, and this is my 6 month update on the 6 month anniversary, not anniversary, month anniversary, whatever you want to call it, of my husband's passing, Dominic. Um, yeah, of course, I dropped the ball last month because I didn't do a 5 month update. I recorded one, but I just didn't like it. And so I was just like, whatever, YOLO, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so 6 month update. I had questions that I didn't address that people sent me for the 5 month update. So I'm going to address those today. I'm also going to kind of just, go over the usual updates. And yeah, just kind of do the thing. So questions that I got last month. Someone asked me, what's a good day for me? So at the 6 month mark, and I'll kind of loop in the 5 month mark too, just to kind of be as complete as I possibly can. Things that are a good day is if I can manage my emotions effectively, if I can, and not to say that I stop myself from crying, because if I really need to cry, I cry. But I think that I am better able to control, the way I feel. Sometimes the wind blowing too hard would make me cry. And so nowadays, a good day is if I can just, kind of function, if I can get my life, if my brain works, because when you're grieving, and I may have said this before, your brain is like working overtime because it's trying to manage the stress that your body's going through emotionally. And because you're not like physically sick, I feel like it's even more stressful because there's no like real remedy. Yeah, you could like smoke, maybe even drink. That might actually make it worse. There is nothing that really fixes it but time. You just kind of got to ride it out. So with that being said, since your brain is working overtime, it's really hard to remember things. So if I offended anybody in these past like 6 months, outside of what I would normally offend you doing, I apologize, but not really because I kind of have an excuse. I have a doctor's note. What you gonna do? So yeah, it's hard to function. It's hard to think of things. It's hard to be just on top of your life. So a great day for me is if I can really be on my life. If I can remember, paying a bill or something important that I was supposed to do. Flaking is also a really big issue. And forgive, there's a dump truck that's about to go down the streets. Sorry. But yeah, no, if I can keep my life in order, that's a great day for me. Another question that I got was, oh, this is a big one, and I've addressed this a little bit in other videos, and that is how people can help, because this situation is so new for so many people. Obviously, I've never been a widow before. I don't really know. I mean, I have a couple people that I know that are widows, but it wasn't as direct to me that I had to kind of help manage. So this situation presented itself for me and everyone around me as something completely new. So, what can you guys do? Well, at the 6 month mark, I think we're kind of a little bit better, at least in my case. I appreciate people reaching out, making sure I'm okay, asking questions. Some of you guys have witnessed the new venture that I've started, which I'll go over in the update. But you've expressed how proud of me you are and all of that, and every little bit of that helps. I would like to also stress, don't feel guilty if you feel like you haven't been reaching out enough, because to tell you the truth, most of the time I can't remember. Like, I don't know who sent me a text message when everything went down. I can't remember who most of the time I've talked to on the phone if like there's an influx. Like, it's not that you don't matter. Trust me, I appreciate everybody's calling. Shout outs to the ones who keep appointments with me and such. But in general, don't feel guilty that you feel like you aren't doing enough, because it's really not like that. Do what you feel like you want to do, because also we're all grieving. We all lost a great friend. We all lost someone that we loved very much. And so this is not just me, this is y'all too. Somebody told me the other day that these videos help them tremendously because it kind of helps them get along, because I guess it's maybe that some people's grieving is hinged to mine. And I understand that. So, keeping that in mind, I'm going to keep doing the videos as long as I feel like they're useful. And it makes me feel good to know that you guys are taking the information and actually benefiting from it. So that's that question. Let's see, another one. What am I doing to keep busy? So I guess I'll kind of loop in the updates right now. So I have started a venture with the help of some great friends. I am going to be launching an online store soon. Hopefully the online store will be up in the next few weeks. Fingers crossed, a lot going on. And so that's a huge thing for me. And I'm actually going to be writing an article soon for Mode Media. And if you guys have peeped my Mode Media posts, please follow me. Go on the platform, mode.com. Holler at me. But I'll be doing an article soon about what's the first thing or what's the best thing that a widow should do. And a part of that is keeping busy. And my advice is going to be, one of my pieces of advice is going to be to launch a business. Anybody can launch a business. And we make so many excuses for why we don't launch businesses. Oh, I don't have enough experience. I didn't go to school. I don't have enough money. You can literally launch a business with like $50 today. Now, that's a whole nother post in itself, but I say all that to say that the best thing that you can do for a person like me in trying to keep busy and keep your mind off of the thing at all times, and kind of obsessing about it, is to put yourself in a completely different situation, and that is to start a completely new venture, which is what I did. That has actually done wonders for me. It's kept me so busy and it's made me so happy because it really is a part of my passion. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I can't even help myself. So this has been great. I've gotten such great feedback from you guys, and just so many good things have come out of it even thus far that I'm just really excited. So that's the other thing I've been doing to keep busy. That's also a part of my update. Other updates, I am probably looking to going back to work at some point soon. We'll see how that goes. And then let's see what else. I'm not losing weight or gaining weight particularly. So I guess that's a good thing. Eating, sleeping pretty much regularly unless it's just too damn hot, which has been really hot. So that's been a struggle. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else that you guys would find beneficial. Again, sorry for all this noise. We're just gonna ride it out, y'all. Can't think of anything in particular that you guys would be interested in knowing at this point. If you guys have extra questions, please loop them in. I hope to see y'all soon. Yeah, can't think of nothing else. But you know what? I'm gonna do something a little different because it is a 6-month update, and I'll end like this. And maybe you guys, if you're watching this, you can join in as the 6-month at the 6-month point. I'm gonna say some things that I loved about my husband. And to be honest, this is also another thing I kind of forgot to address. I don't do updates because they hurt too much. All my memories hurt. I am still going through a phase of distinguishing and splitting. Like even my childhood memories hurt right now. Like every memory that I have hurts. So what I mean by that is when I reference them, they bother me. So I've been going through a phase of trying to split, things that don't necessarily have anything to do with Dom, so that I can have them for myself. And that's the problem, though, is that when I go into the memory bank, the whole thing is just too much to deal with. It's very overwhelming. It's definitely gotten better, but that's something that you probably wouldn't even expect. Like, why would your childhood memories be upsetting? I don't know. Everything hurts. I can't tell you. But that explains why I very rarely post pictures or reference Dom, because it hurts. It still hurts too much to even think that he's gone forever in the physical. Obviously, spiritually, he's very, very here. But, not having someone in the physical is very upsetting. But the thing different I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk about some of my favorite things about Dom, and maybe some things you guys might not have known. This is fun because I can pretty much say stuff and y'all can be like, yeah, I feel like that's a true thing. Let's see. Dom loved anime. Dom was just the biggest geek that I ever met my entire life, and I loved it. Like, what do they call it? Sapiosexual? Like, you're attracted to intelligence? Oh my gosh, Dom was the smartest man I'd ever met. He knew so many things, like random facts. Like, I would ask him, like, hey babe, what is this thing about outer space and the black holes? And he would have like all this information about black holes. I was like, you should work for NASA. But you should totally work for NASA. So there's that. Dom could not dance. Some of you guys probably know that he danced just like his dad. He'd have that little, like, that shit would crack me up. He would have that little, like, kind of arm thing. Y'all might have seen it at the wedding. I have videos. It's so hilarious. Maybe I'll post them at some point. What else? He was very much into, like, Asian culture. Also very into, like, the Egyptian pyramids. He had, like, all these books. I mean, he was interested in learning, like, about all the things. He had, you know, books about fraternities and sororities, you know, historically black colleges. Sorry, another truck going by, so it might be kind of loud. He had just an abundance of information, and that's just what I loved about him. What else? He loved garlic and onions, like, to the point of, like, reeking. Avocados was his most recent obsession. It was like, go pick up a bag of avocados. Okay, babe, like, you're just gonna be so fat from eating all these avocados, but fat in a good way. What else? For those of you who don't know, he was very much into beer. He did not particularly like IPAs, but he did like, I mean, he would taste them, but they just weren't his favorites. He was like, I don't get what the hype is about. This is kind of silly because it's kind of gross. But yeah, he loved beer. Very, very intelligent about beer. He did like internships and stuff for breweries, with the hopes of one day launching a brewery, which, you know, hey, could still happen in his name. We'll see. What else? Loved being a father. Loved teaching Sasha, making her a geek. And I think that he definitely invested that time enough in her that she, you know, will kind of do her own trek through that piece of knowledge. And, you know, hopefully she will always be fed in doing that. What else? Yeah, I mean, Dom was just like the combination of all things nerdy and awkward, but great, because he was just always trying to have fun. He was always like, how can we make this fun? And I think us together was just, it not made it even worse, but it was just like a dynamic duo in the sense that we both had that goal of having fun. And I was thinking about it the other day in reference to the relationship, and of course every relationship isn't perfect, but I can honestly say that our relationship were the roots to a very gigantic, very productive, very meaningful tree. The tree encompassed friendships that sprung from us, relationships, people who had children, people went out and started businesses and ventures, and you know, honestly, and this is not even me like trying to toot my own horn and trying to make us seem more important than we were. It was always important that all of our people were taken care of and had connections. This is who I am as a person, and Dom was very much that same person, to think, how can we be of help? How can we be of service? You know, maybe it's not a ton, but, you know, we had parties and people met each other, and things would come from that. I mean, long term, the effects that we made, the differences that we made in our friend circle, I think were very significant. And that's something that I'll always love about our relationship, is that we were able to help people genuinely. And there is a certain amount of happiness that was produced from the things that we were able to kind of do, and things that just happen. The environment. It's all about the environment that you're creating for your family, for your life, for your friends, etc. So that's something I'm very proud of. That's something that I will always carry with me, because it's very important. Other than that, hey, that's all I got for you right now. But yeah, leave your comments, questions, whatever below. DM me if you guys want to. Another thing someone asked me was anything that I need. Y'all can send me more money. I mean, no, I'm not begging for money. I promise you, I'm fine. I am fine in the money area. Things are okay. But really, if you just get the notion like, I should send Vanessa a 20 spot just because, that's fine. You know, I'm not going to think anything of it. It's all gravy to me. You can PayPal it to me. You can even send it on a little Facebook money thing. that works too. Whatever you want to do. I'm not judging. Okay, so that's it. Me being silly. 6-month update. I'm glad that I finally got this done, because it has been a struggle. For whatever reason, procrastination is a bitch, so it is what it is. All right, I love you guys. I will try to stay on top of these videos, but we'll see what happens. And have a good day. Bye.